Hello, boys and girls. I am Miss Becky. Each week, I'll be here to share encouraging and uplifting stories with you, just the way Miss Kathy would have wanted us to. The most fun ever. DeeDee Adams' hand was up first, her fingers swinging and waving. Mrs. Shoes smiled and said, "DeeDee, what's the answer?" "Jonathan's son's name was Mephibosheth." "That's correct." Mrs. Shoe added a leg to the stick person on the board. "The girls are ahead by an arm and a leg, thanks to DeeDee. You guys had better be studying for next week's quiz." Sammy spoke up for the boys. "We'll get 'em next week." Maria and Jenny crowded around DeeDee as everyone got ready to leave. "Hey, you guys," Jenny said, "do you want to go to the fall festival at my brother's school tonight? Mom said I could invite some friends." "I'm sure I can," Maria said. "My mother's looking for some way to get rid of me tonight so she can go shopping." "I think I can too," DeeDee said, "but I'll ask after church and let you know." After church, DeeDee stood by as her mother shook hands and visited with friends. She tapped her mother's arm twice and said, "Mother?" "Yes, DeeDee, what do you want?" "Oh, Eleanor, it's so good to see you again. How's George?" DeeDee tried to be patient, but it wasn't easy. After a minute, she tapped her mother's arm 3 times. "Yes, DeeDee, what is it?" "Can I go with Jenny to the fall festival?" "Sure you can, honey. When is it?" her mother asked. "Tonight. They're leaving at 7 o'clock, DeeDee said. Mother didn't look too happy when she said, "Deanna, didn't you promise to go with us tonight and collect food cans for the Thanksgiving baskets next month?" DeeDee's real name is Deanna, but her mother only calls her that when something is wrong. DeeDee had forgotten about the food cans. Every year, her family went to homes in the city to collect cans of food to give to people in need at Thanksgiving. She didn't mind going, except when big barking dogs ran after them. But this year, she wanted to go with Jenny and Maria to the fall festival. "Do I have to go collecting cans? I do that every year," she whined. Her mother frowned at that whining voice. "DeeDee, you always wanted to go before. You've always had fun." "But I want to go to the festival. They're having carnival games and a dunking booth and—" Mrs. Adams was still frowning. "We'll talk about it at home." DeeDee started to argue, but she could tell that now was not a good time. She found Jenny in front of the church. "I don't know yet if I can go. I'll call you later." "Okay," Jenny said. "I hope you can." During lunch, Mrs. Adams mentioned the can collecting program again. DeeDee's hand nervously twirled her black hair. She pulled off a barrette, then put it on again. Her mother was saying, "Last year we collected enough food to feed 15 families. I hope we can do better this year. Of course we won't," she added, looking at DeeDee, "if everyone isn't out there knocking on doors." DeeDee stabbed a piece of broccoli with her fork. "Oh, Mother, I just want to miss it just this once. I just want to spend some time with my friends from Sabbath School." Her father spoke up. "But honey, what about those people we're trying to help? Don't you enjoy something that gives sad people something to be happy about on Thanksgiving Day?" "Yes, I do. I just want to do something that's fun this one time." Later, when they were doing dishes, Mrs. Adams spoke. "DeeDee, you know I want you to go and help collect food, but we're going to let you decide. Think about it for a few minutes and then let me know." DeeDee thought she knew exactly what she wanted to do. But while she was thinking, she remembered part of the Sabbath School lesson from that morning. Being like Gideon, doing what Jesus wants you to, even if you don't feel like it, is more important than having fun, she decided. She called Jenny. "Sorry, I'm not going to be able to go. I'll be out collecting food for the Thanksgiving baskets." Jenny said, "Well, maybe next time." Even though it was dark out on the streets, DeeDee felt good. She wasn't afraid. She marched boldly up to the first door and knocked. "Good evening. We're out tonight collecting cans of food for those who are hungry. Could you help us help others?" "What a good idea," the woman at their door replied. "Just a moment and I'll get something." DeeDee smiled at her mother as she waited. Her mother winked back, and DeeDee knew she was thinking, "Aren't you glad you came?" But it wasn't always that easy. Many houses were dark and empty. At some houses, people seemed cold and uncaring. One person took a look at them and slammed the door. On the last street they planned to work, DeeDee noticed that the houses were smaller and plainer, but the people gave food anyway. There was only one almost dark house left when Mrs. Adams said, "Let's skip that one, DeeDee. It doesn't look like anyone's home. Let's go." DeeDee wasn't so sure. "There's a light on in that one window, Mom. Let's knock." So they did. They heard quiet footsteps, and when the door opened, a little boy in a ragged t-shirt stood there. "Hi, is your mother home?" DeeDee asked. The little boy nodded. "Can we talk to her?" He nodded again. DeeDee and her mother looked at each other. "What do we do now?" Just then, the boy's mother appeared behind him. "Taylor, I've told you not to open the door." "I'm sorry," she said to them. "He just doesn't understand." "That's okay," DeeDee said. "We're just out collecting food for needy people. Would you like to give?" The woman laughed. "I wish I could. I sure know what it's like to be needy. I'm sorry, but I don't have any food to give." DeeDee noticed that the mother's dress was ragged, too, and looked thin, very thin. The woman looked tired. DeeDee looked at her mother. Mrs. Adams asked softly, "Do you have any food at all?" 2 hours later, DeeDee and her mother were lying on their couch at home. "I still can't believe they didn't have any food at all," DeeDee said. "It's so sad." "Well, they have some now," her mother said. "A quick trip to the grocery store had taken care of that. And you can be sure I'll get her in touch with Family Services tomorrow." "Oh, DeeDee, if you hadn't insisted on going to that house, they'd still be hungry. Why did you?" DeeDee thought back. "I don't know. It just seemed important to do. Wait a minute. It was Jesus. He made sure I saw that house and went to it." "Aren't you glad you decided to go?" her mother whispered. DeeDee thought to herself, "I sure have something to share with the shoebox kids next Sabbath. I saw Jesus' footprint when he used me to help someone in need, and it was the most fun I've ever had." The story you have heard today is from the Shoebox Kids Bible Stories, written by Jerry D. Thomas and used with permission from the Pacific Press Publishing Association. If you're interested in any other books published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, please visit AdventistBookCenter.com or call 1-800-765-6955.
This podcast is a production of the Carolina Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.